Hey everybody, this is Scott over here at the Crypto Dojo. I hope you're having a great weekend so far. As you can see, our crypto dogs, some of them are in the back just kind of chilling out, which is great. So I wanted to do this video, and it's regarding what's going on in Canada. Now, as some of you may know, or most of you may know, back in January, there began basically a truckers' protest. So essentially, if you were a trucker and you were transporting back and forth between the United States and Canada, the Canadian government mandated that you had to be vaccinated if you were returning back into Canada, back into the country. And the truckers and their union or whatever said, no, we're not doing it. And as a matter of fact, we're going to protest and we're going to blockade. And this video is not about the political aspects of it. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, but you need to have a little bit of a backstory to know kind of what's going on. And so they were blockading bridges and borders and stuff like that. And so it was becoming a real mess. And so what just happened, I mean, people are getting arrested, and it's just been insane up there. So what's recently happened, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, is that, and I'm going to read this. You can scroll down with me. You can find this is on Yahoo Finance, and you can find it anywhere. But basically what's going on is that there was a injunction that was signed on this Thursday, basically putting out there that the government are freezing some, not everybody, a select few of accounts, bank accounts. This is also including crypto exchanges. So if, say, for example, you're a trucker and you have a centralized crypto exchange, then you may be, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to and these are wallets, and I'm just going to highlight some of these wallets here for you, if I can get this squared away. So, if you have like Ethereum or ADA or Bitcoin, Litecoin, things like that, they went to these exchanges and they're saying, look, we want to know who these people are. We're going to freeze their accounts in a centralized exchange. Now, of course, with crypto, if you're in a DeFi, if you're in a decentralized, crypto means anonymous, right? So if you are in a centralized, and we need to take notice of this, everybody. We need to be paying attention, because if you're like a centralized bank, if you're centralized, then they are going to have access. They'll do like KYC, which is know your customer, and they can release your information, and they may be required to release your information to the government so they know who you are, and they can freeze that account. Now, I want to switch to something else, which I thought was interesting. And before I do that, I also want to say that in DeFi, you're anonymous. So in a decentralized, you're not giving KYC. You're not, you don't have a name. You have a wallet address, right? You don't have an address. You don't have a phone number. You have a wallet address. And so in reality, there's really not a whole lot that really, if you have if you're like on PancakeSwap or Uniswap or whatever, there's really nothing they can do about it. The only thing they can do is prevent you from exchanging or from converting your crypto from your crypto, whatever that is, into the government's currency, right? Because they're locking up and seizing up their bank accounts, their corporate accounts, as well as personal accounts. So, and they did this with GoFundMe, and there was millions of dollars raised for these truckers, and they, depending on where they were, deposited, they are not able to exchange them for local currency. Right now, they're just sitting in whatever wallet they have. They're not able to convert that into their currency and use it to like pay bills, buy food and gas, pay mortgage, all that kind of stuff. So the government really can't do anything on that end of it, but they can stop that progression. They can stop that person from taking their money, their crypto that they received, and exchanging it, converting it to whatever currency it is, right? So, and I want to show you this. I came across this today, and I really am like, I have to tell you, and I'm going to read this to you, and you can follow along. And I think it's amazing. It says, dear Ontario, and I lived close to Canada, so why I can't pronounce this, I have no idea. Too many years in Hawaii, I guess, guys. But anyway, says, dear the Ontario Supreme Court of Justice, Numchuck, love their name, is a non-custodial collective multi-sig Bitcoin wallet. We are a software provider, not a custodial financial intermediary. Our software is free to use. It allows people to eliminate single points of failures and store Bitcoin in the safest way possible while preserving privacy. We do not collect any user identification information beyond email addresses. We also do not hold any keys. Now, guys, this is important to remember. Therefore, we cannot freeze our users' assets. We cannot prevent them from being moved. So, in essence, what they're saying is that they can move their crypto to different wallets. There's nothing they can do about it. And quite honestly, it's not something they sound like were going to do anyway. But anyway, it says, we do not have knowledge or of the existence, nature, value, and location of our users' assets. This is by design. Again, we're dealing with a DeFi environment right now. Please look up how self-custody and private keys work. When the Canadian dollar becomes worthless, we will be here to serve you too. And let me just scroll over here. Sincerely, the Numchuck team. And this was posted in Twitter this morning from Watcher Guru. So I have to tell you that I think that that's awesome from a standpoint of, wait, let me just do this. Guys, this is the first time I'm doing it this way, and I am, excuse me one second, brief technological issues. Here we go. We're going to do this, go here and hit that. There we go. That's better. And I think it's great. Now, this goes into what's happening, what could potentially happen elsewhere. If you are a centralized crypto exchange, right, like a Coinbase or a Crypto.com or, some of these, like the Canadian crypto exchanges, the centralized crypto exchanges, you could be in a really tough spot if the government decides to crack down. I mean, they could freeze your accounts. They can freeze access to, accounts meaning like your personal banking accounts and things like that. And now on a centralized exchange, they can do that as well because they know who you are. When you go ahead, you fill out this information, so they have your address, contact information, account information, and you're kind of pretty much at the mercy in a centralized crypto exchange. Whereas if you're DeFi, if you're in a decentralized environment, such as like Uniswap or PancakeSwap or any of these other ones that are happening and that are coming out, you're in a place where no one knows your anonymity, cryptography, right? So I just thought it was really, again, from a standpoint of there's other ways, in my opinion, that you could actually, if you want to if they're being unlawful and they're breaking the law and they're doing all these other things and, you really have to go in. I want to let you guys know too as well. So check this out. They are also freezing, there's GoFundMe accounts and crowdfunding. They're freezing those accounts, and from what I understand, and if anyone knows more about this, please put in the comment section below, that if you have contributed, I believe if you're a Canadian resident, but I'm not sure about that, they can do the same thing to you. they can actually freeze your accounts for contributing. Man, what a slippery slope this is on. But I just wanted to share this with you, that we all in the crypto world really need to be paying attention about what's going on in Canada. The political aspects of it. Again, I'm looking at it more of like the financial part of it. And this is very, honestly, it's very disconcerting. It's very concerning, because if it can be done in Canada, who's to say it can't be done anyplace else? So let's just keep an eye on what's going on. Hopefully some things happen where this kind of stops, this whole situation, but be mindful of that. So if you are on a centralized exchange, and again, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not trying to tell you to buy, sell, hold. Please do what you got to do for yourself, for your family. Do your own research, all that kind of good stuff. But just be mindful that all of us, I have a crypto.com account. I also have a Coinbase account. Any one of us could be in that position if something happens, all right? Or any place else in the world for that matter. So, hey everyone, let me know your thoughts. Tell me what you think about what's going on in Canada. Have you been keeping track? Is there anything that I'm missing? If there's any details that I'm missing about this, please go ahead and let me know. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. If you like any of the information that I'm sharing with you guys, please, like, subscribe, share these videos, hit that notification bell. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys here back really soon, and the Crypto Dogs as well, at the Crypto Dojo.